Welcome everyone to the 9th grade end of semester celebration, where we will come together to acknowledge an important milestone, the completion of the very first semester at CA. I am so proud of this amazing group of students who have grown and matured over the last few months, where they have adjusted to a new environment, created a strong community, the class of 2028, and taken risks to be their authentic selves and support others as they too express their authentic selves. In 9th grade seminar for the past 3 weeks, we have been working on group presentations, where the students were asked to reflect on their first semester. With this assignment, we are practicing the skills of collaborating on a group project, making an engaging presentation, organizing the content in a clear structure, and of course, public speaking. A skill that CA students need to utilize often in their 4 years here at Cheshire Academy. We want to thank all of you, teachers, friends, family, students, for being here tonight to support this amazing 9th grade class and to share in their first semester reflections. And now we will begin with our first group.
Hello everybody, we're Group 1 and our title is Culture at CA by Livia, Camilla, Julia, Wyatt, Sean, Rio, and Adrian. Some key aspects we'll be learning about are what aspects of culture there are at CA, what cultures are displayed, what connections we have, and how different cultures bring us together.
Our learning outcomes will be how we benefit from being exposed to different cultures and how we adjust to being exposed to different cultures.
Aspects of culture at CA. Being an international school with students from over 30 different countries, we're exposed to culture constantly, whether in sports, clubs, or unions. In addition to this, we're exposed to culture through different traditions around the school. For example, during Hispanic Heritage Month, we had different dishes and drinks like horchata, and it truly opens our eyes to see that culture is always around us, even if we don't realize it.
At Cheshire Academy, we are offered the opportunity to join unions/clubs on campus. Most of these unions/clubs are based on specific ethnicity. One example is the Hispanic/Latinx Club. These groups plan different events during the year, such as special food in the dining hall for Hispanic Heritage Month. These groups present opportunities for students to meet people from their own cultures, as well as meet new people from new cultures. All this overall facilitates how students find a good environment here at Cheshire Academy.
So in school, we had like a chance to meet classmates from different cultural backgrounds. For example, during the group project or cultural conversation, I learned about their tradition, food, holidays, and even the way of thinking that are different from mine. It was like a step into a new world every time I listened to their stories. And what I've learned from the recent cultures, like many new cultures, have taught me to become more open-minded and respectful. I realized that our differences make us unique, but they also connect us in expressive way. Understanding new culture helped me to see the world from different perspectives and made me appreciate the diversity in our school community.
Different culture in sports. Playing sport in a different environment as the joy of being part of an international team, discovering a new perspective, and experiencing and enjoying a new culture through sport.
Different culture in the dorm. In the dorm, there are different cultures. The different cultures let us learn and help us know how to respect other cultures.
Other connections we have is meeting new people, joining new clubs, playing new sports, making new friends, and taking new classes.
From my personal experience as a representative, I have been able to learn many new things of many cultures through speaking to the student body that I have never knew before. Talking to other people from all around the world is a very unique and great experience that I am lucky to experience. Communicating in multiple languages is another bonus that I personally have been able to experience, which I'm really grateful for.
Thank you for listening.
This is our final demonstration about turning red at CA by Nyla, Ava, Lauren, Emma, Marcelo, and Anna.
Our presentation relates to the movie Turning Red because just like the main character Mei, we have to learn how to manage our feelings of confusion, anxiety, and anger. In the movie, Mei turns into a giant red panda anytime she feels any of the big emotions, and although we don't turn into giant pandas, our emotions still can be hard to control.
Things that are frustrating and confusing as a freshman. Portal, homework, tests, and quizzes.
Here at Cheshire Academy, we have a different portal than most other schools. This makes it hard to find assignments and grades. It can be confusing for someone coming to CA if they're not used to it.
One of the major challenges that creates big emotions is the transition from middle school to high school workload. At CA, we are required to complete very demanding, time-consuming work that we have limited time to complete. This can cause anxiety and frustration due to the pressure put on by adults, teachers, and ourselves to complete it on time.
In high school, the classes and work can be much harder than before. Tests and quizzes can be very stressful if you don't fully understand the material. Also, the switch between middle school tests and high school tests are also very stressful. There's also more pressure to perform well because grades can be a big impact on future opportunities.
We have come up with 3 different ways that you can help handle that frustration. Keeping your schedule organized, get help when you need it, and go to health and wellness.
To keep your schedule organized, use a planner for everything you need to do and where you need to go. If you need to finish an assignment with the teacher, go to extra help and have a consistent time to do homework and study.
Every Monday and Thursday, there are extra help blocks and you can go to see your teachers during them. Also, if you're struggling in class, you can always ask your peers or teacher for help. One great tip I have is don't be afraid or embarrassed to ask for help because other people may be thinking about the same thing.
Health and wellness. Taking care of our health and wellness is a great way to take a break from stress, doing things to benefit yourself. For example, a 9th grade seminar, we learned about getting the right amount of sleep can help with stress. When you sleep well, your body and mind get rest they need to recover and handle daily challenges more effectively. It can improve your mood, enhance your focus, and help you manage stress better. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking how home is the heart. Presented by Austin, Chedera, Hannah, Jaden, Lily, and Logan.
When we were first in Cheshire Academy, there were many things that intrigued us. So this is why we decided to represent Cheshire Academy like real estate. A real estate's job is to sell a house and make the buyers intrigued, and they sure succeeded with that. They intrigued us with promises of a strong community, good sports, great academics, awesome teachers, and great opportunities. They sold us the price at $4,200,000. Little did we know we would pay for the price in different ways. So, what do people do when they're interested in a house? They check it out. We all went to open house across the span of this year before the year began. This is how we knew that Cheshire Academy was the place for us.
Cheshire Academy has 4 main ideals: belonging, growth, engagement, and collaboration. We've all connected these 4 ideals to something we've done here at CA. For example, we'll be talking about places around campus, activities, boarding life, academics, friends, and sports. We've also all kept an open mind, we've all been friendly, and have fun.
Belonging in this community is everybody plays a big role of being a community member. Finding a space where you feel comfortable, having fun because this experience is only once, and also enjoying the experience. Have these when the activities are given to you, use them, and just spend your 4 years like you wanted. The boarding life is friendships. You make a lot of friends while being in the dorms. Adapting to it in the beginning, it can be like stressful, and it's kind of hard being away from home. Connecting with teachers, dorm parents, and activites. And through these memories, I chipped away at the prices.
Throughout the first semester, there were many activities that we contributed at CA. Some of the activities that made us feel at home were the pre-cut football game, bowling field trip, and hanging out in dorms with friends. This shows one of the 4 ideals of belonging. And at the bottom, it's of Cheshire and Simone playing on my crutches and the scooter when I broke my ankle. This shows these memories chipped away at the price.
So I've related my time here at CA to engagement, and 2 places around campus that have allowed me to engage are Roxbury and the Fieldhouse. Although I'm not in the Roxbury program, I've enjoyed going there after school and during few periods to hang out with my friends. And for the Fieldhouse, I've started volleyball this year, and it's been really fun to cheer on my team, and going to games has been a blast. And through these memories, I chipped away at the price.
Things at CA that help me collaborate with my peers are 1, the library. It's a great quiet place where you can sit down with your friends, have a quiet study time, or work on a project. Free periods are nice because you can go pretty much anywhere you want on campus. You can meet up with people if your schedules line up, and a forum is another great place to go there. And Student Center, it's another amazing place. There's couches, pool tables, ping pong balls, and you can just play games or just help with projects. And these opportunities help me collaborate with my peers, and that chipped away at the price.
In my slide, I connect the ideal of growth to how I grew with sports and how this made me feel at home. In the fall, I played volleyball, and in the winter, which is now, I am doing fitness currently. While volleyball and fitness benefit me in different ways, like with volleyball, I have more friends and there's more collaboration, and in fitness, it's more personal training and more independence. They both help me be consistent not only with sports, but also in my schoolwork. They also help me be dedicated not only to my friendships, but also with schoolwork as well and my sports. And it also helped me learn that you can have fun and do hard work at the same time. So through these memories with volleyball and fitness, I chipped away at the price.
I'll talk about Cheshire Academy's academics. Here we have good academics, we have a wide range of subjects, so everybody here can find their own subjects which they are interested in. And we can learn a lot from our teachers. They are kind, organized, and also helpful. And we also can achieve our own goals and high standards through our hard work. And take myself as an example. I learned a lot from my math teacher, Mr. Barkley, and I always ask him a lot of questions. So I got a lot of full scores from him. And through these memories, I chipped away at the price.
Overall, through our memories and time spent in our first semester at Cheshire Academy, we chipped away at the price. We pay with memories that we will take with us forever. After all, memories are far more valuable than money spent. And through these beautiful memories from our hearts, we found that home is the heart at Cheshire Academy. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Okay. Hi everyone, good evening and welcome. Today we're going to talk about our ride through CA and share some experiences of ourselves. We have Daphne, Jojo, Amanda, Jason, me, Dean, and Amy. And let's go. This is our catalog, and we're going to talk about our theme and some good ways that how we found the right speed. And we will also share some hardships and highlights during our life here. We describe our topic as ride through CA because we think we need to find the right speed for ourselves that we can experience a lot and try many new things.
We can compare our time at CA to learning how to drive. When you learn how to drive, you have to figure out the right speed. If you go too fast, you'll lose control and probably crash. But if you get not enough speed, you'll never get where you want to go. So you have to find the middle point speed to where you can get where you want to go and not lose control. You also have to learn how to navigate. When you're driving a car, you need to know where you're going. As well as school, you need to know what you're doing, where you're going, and where to find help. Also, you have to overcome obstacles. When you're driving a car, there might be speed bumps, traffic, or other examples, like when you're on a boat, you might come across waves. At school, you have to come across time management, studying for tests, as well as balancing athletics.
How we found the right speed, like using resources such as writing center and math to improve your essays, reports, or assignments, and using actual help, using free periods to review your notebook and prepare for the task, and talking to the teacher about missed homework and learning how to balance time.
Starting out. This year started off difficult for all of us, but we slowly got used to it. For instance, I decided to do volleyball as a fall sport at the beginning of the year, so I had to figure out how to manage my time well. If we go too fast, we'll end up crashing, but also if we go too slow, we'll end up being behind.
Alright, so hardships, similar to new drivers, as freshmen we had to learn and adapt to the new high school environment. We also had the expectations of meeting and socializing with new students and teachers that we never yet knew. So attending extra help and meeting with these new teachers was hard as we weren't yet comfortable with it.
Highlight. Though there were hardships, we found ways to overcome them and enjoy our time at CA. The welcoming community made it possible for us to foster close connections with our peers. Things like Community Weekend and the variety of clubs help us connect with our community at CA by allowing us to communicate with people with similar interests. Teachers help us not only with our grades, but with improving our overall understanding of the subject and to further our knowledge. Even if you get a bad score on a test or quiz, your teacher will help you work it out and help you improve. Trusted adults in the community, such as coaches or advisors, help us with balancing our schoolwork and sports.
In conclusion, even though there was a lot of time for the adjustment period at CA and there were a lot of hardships at the beginning, for example, schoolwork and balancing your time between sports and your work, our new friends and the welcoming community at CA made it all worth it. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good evening and welcome. Today we'll talk about the collaboration and the connection by Mandy, Jennifer, Ian, Jerry, Ollie, Scotty, and Jaden. This is our outline, and we will introduce the collaboration and the connection in detail.
What is collaboration and what does it mean to collaborate with someone? Collaboration is talking to someone, listening to others' ideas, having mutual respect, and being able to take criticism. And overall, collaboration means working with anyone with respectful communication in order to produce, create, or discuss something.
Active listening and collaboration. What is active listening? Active listening is a learning style that involves the key points of engagement, participation, and collaboration. Active listening can present itself as a variety of ways, such as in classroom or in sports, as it improves the understanding and develops a deeper connection between a student or student teacher, student coach, and it allows these students, coaches, and everyone in the end to build these communication skills. How does this play into collaboration? Well, it allows students to communicate better with each other, and as I said earlier, it allows them to form deeper connections, and overall, it contributes vastly to learning experience.
And I will talk about the collaboration in the classroom. These 3 points are the things that I think is the most important. The first is to be good listeners. So to be a good listener can help you to understand other student perspective, build trust, and also you can discuss the problems and to listen to other ideas more efficiently. And the second is a clear division of the labor. Like the presentation that we did this time, someone is working on designing the slides and someone is working on putting the photos or summary the materials. And all these things, when everyone knows what they are doing, the things will be more efficient. The third is to show appreciation and encourage others. It will help to boost the motivation in the group, and also it will help the group to have a positive atmosphere.
I'm going to talk about dorm collaboration. So for the first one, inside dorm we have study hall every night, and there's like two kinds. The first one would be like the ones you study in your room, and the second one would be like structured study hall, which you and your classmate would go to a place and then you can study together. And the second thing would be like dorm activities. So sometimes in the weekend we have like different activities, and we could play games with your dorm mates and people who live in the dorm. And the third one would be like dorm responsible. So we have like clean rotations. We have to keep the dorm clean, and then there's going to be like room check every week. And we have like a common space, so we share the space, and we can like study with people who are like day students, and then you can like talk about your homework and stuff.
Self-advocacy. Self-advocacy at CA this semester has been communicating with the teachers and stating your needs, which means talking to them about your work, representing yourself and your views along with your rights, and making decisions and taking responsibility for those decisions.
How sports plus collaboration. No matter what sport you play, either on the field, court, or track, you will always need collaboration. For example, my first year at CA playing the varsity volleyball team, playing with returners was a little bit difficult, but learning how to collaborate with them and learning how they play was really easy at the end. Teamwork is an aspect of achieving and success in many areas. And it involves a group of people working together towards a common goal for each other's strengths.
One type of collaboration I've taken part in is student engagement. Different types of ways to show student engagement is joining clubs or a sports team. This shows collaboration by learning about your peers not only on an educational level, but on a personal one too. Volunteering is also a really great way to show engagement. By letting you connect with others while also helping your community, and attending campus events can also help connect with students. Another way of showing collaboration is going to sports games to support your friends and classmates. Thank you for listening to our slideshow, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Our presentation is Our Life as Freshmen Through Our Phones at CA. This is by Aiden, Claire, G, Ira, Jess, Kelly, and Ruby, and G and Ruby cannot make it tonight.
Welcome to the Health app. The Health app starts with tracking our sleep when we first wake up and seeing how long we slept. So it helps with us tracking our loss of sleep due to schoolwork, sports, social media, and study hall.
Welcome to some of the most common resources that are used for school. After we wake up, at least for me, I'm almost instantly interrupted by school. These two apps, ChatGPT and PhotoMath, are the most common learning supplements, at least for me. They can help us understand assignments, homework, projects, anything related to school, which can be useful when you're doing an assignment and nobody is able to help. For example, if you're doing it at an inconvenient time or some other reason, everyone has theirs. However, there are also clear ways that these two supplements can be abused, and they're sometimes tempting to use for things like cheating, which doesn't follow the academic integrity policy. Don't cheat. For example, I took a photo of Jess searching up how to not have to present for seminar, which is a clear violation of the academic integrity policy.
And Teams and Outlook, both of them are not only the study tools, but also the communication apps. You can use them to ask for help or alert coaches or teacher of running late, and weekend activities, dress down days, and game schedules. And then they can also use in the clubs. Like, for example, if you have
The teachers and the students can send the meetings in this message. And when the meeting will be start, the Outlook will alert you, will remind you to go to the meetings.
Welcome to Huddle. Huddle has opened the first semester by, especially in sports, being able to scout opponents, review plays, improve skills, share highlights, and college coaches. An example that I have is watching film how we make 2 amazing plays.
There are 2 apps often used in our daily life. There are YouTube and TikTok. There's YouTube here. We use YouTube to find videos to help us better understand certain topics for school. Sometimes we end up just watching YouTube's videos and not working. We often have fun on TikTok to fill off boredoms or share our daily life. Sometimes we cannot have good time management skills and tend to overuse this software.
Next up are games, which are a part of nearly everyone in this room's daily lives. Some less, some more. But either way, they're either, despite common parental opinions, they're proven to have certain benefits, like put on the screen. They improve brain function and memory, and overall help to relax at the end of the day or spend time with friends. At least in boarding life, it has helped many significantly make connections with many people. So, in a way, they do benefit school. But if misused, they can also negatively impact us, which we all know. Can promote addiction and mostly and reckless spending of your time. And now here's an example of some anonymous people from my history class playing Dress to Impress instead of doing history. Look at that.
Spotify. Though not everyone in this room uses Spotify, most of us or all of us use some sort of music listening app. Music can not only help us improve our focus, but also it can help us de-stress after a long day. Music can also sometimes be a distraction depending on how much you want to sing along or dance to it. Music can also uplift your mood when you're not feeling great. And like on our thing, we have Lean On Me. If your emotions are positive or negative about this song, we all sing it together. Apps have helped us in all different ways, from communication with teachers, help on homework, to just connecting with our friends. Oops, it looks like our battery has run out. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for coming out to support us on this Tuesday night. Our group made a survival guide for the first semester of Cheshire Academy. Our group members are Ainsley, Bria, Andrew, Seb, Jack, Sophia, and Elaine.
Survival tip number 1, build good study habits. When trying to study, it's good to get off your phone so you can use your time well. Focus on one thing at a time so you don't get overwhelmed by all the things you have to do. Get a quiet place to study so you can use your time very efficiently. Ask a teacher if you need help, because don't be embarrassed, because it's good to get help. And then gather materials needed, like for math, if you need a calculator or something. Right.
So, my tip is treating your body right. 7 to 9 hours of sleep is recommended for brain development and focus. Excessive caffeine can lead to sleep issues and sleep deprivation. You should never stay up late, because that can mess up your sleep schedule, which can lead to many bad things. Prioritizing healthy eating habits can help you both mentally and physically, and healthy relationships are important if you want to reach out to teachers or have fun with your friends.
Sorry, we'll skip this one, we'll come back to it.
My survival tip is that you need to put effort into everything you do. In high school, it's common knowledge that the more effort you put into something, the better it turns out. I would apply this to everything you do, such as your relationships, your schoolwork, and your activities. If you do this, you won't just survive, you will thrive.
My tip was to get involved in the community.
Getting involved in the community is one of the most important things you can do. There are many reasons for this, but one of the most important is that it helps you build friendships and connections. And I think most people can relate, like in our grade, but coming to a new school and not knowing anybody, it can be kind of hard. So a few ways that you can get involved in the community are joining a sport, a club, going to non-mandatory after-school and weekend activities, going to sports games, and joining music ensembles.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So my tips are master the features of the proto. Spend some time exploring the various features of the proto, such as calendar integrations, file uploads, or resources downloads. The more familiar you are with these features, the more efficient you will be at completing tasks and capturing critical information. For example, to homework or save pages, like bookmark or save pages with important guidelines so you can access them quickly. Updates on grades, homework, or project due dates. Keep track of your grades as teacher upload them. This helps you know where you stand are, what area you might need to focus on. Keep on for class schedule adjustment or events updates, like the delay we just had, especially during exam periods when things might shift unexpectedly.
Social tip: always put a fidget on your hand and take it out whenever you want to break the ice. It can easily get attraction and you can start your first conversation. And remembering people's name. When entering a new school, remembering a name can be difficulties for some people, but it's the way to make others feel valued and remembered. Be approachable and friendly. Before and after classes, people will gather around the hallway or public places like dining hall and a library, and show your friendliness and be approachable. That will make other people want to get close to you. And be proactive. Be proactive when making friends. Don't wait people to come to you. And meanwhile, strive for everything you want and integrate yourself into your community and groups.
Oh, we got one more for you guys. We're not leaving you just yet. Okay, hi everyone, my name is Ria, and my tip is future planning. Getting involved with extracurricular activities is very important, especially in your freshman year. Ainsley also touched on this. Relationships are important in high school because these will be the bonds that will guide you from freshman to senior year. It is important to cement these friendships in freshman year and then grow them during the course of your high school career. If you want to take advanced courses when you are older, it is crucial to understand and grasp the concepts and content when you are in underclassmen. This principle also works for sports. Finally, relax. You only live once, and you only go through high school once. Make sure you enjoy it, and the future will fall into place. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for your time.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our 9th grade seminar presentation called Waves by Lila, Sophia, Christina, Lexi, Aiden, Mason, and Edward. Today, we'll be talking about adapting to a new school, making new friends, and balancing academics with extracurriculars and social life. It's been great getting to know and trust the teachers around campus. It's key to find that one person that you can talk to. While surfing through waves, we've been riding one wave of many challenges, whether it's making new friends, keeping our grades up, and maintaining balance of schoolwork and social life. We always make our way back to shore.
Waves, like us, always build up and grow tall, but sometimes they crash. The ocean is unpredictable, and a current could take you off course. But if the waves keep building up, even if they crash, they will eventually reach shore. In high school, everyone has their ups and downs, but that's just life. So we need to keep going since the shore is always ahead of you.
It was a big change switching from my old school that I had been at for so long to a new school. Everyone was nervous and I only knew a few people going in. One thing that was helpful for me was going to volleyball preseason and getting to know everyone before school started, so once we begun, I was less nervous about making friends and it took a lot of the pressure off.
In the beginning of the school year, I was especially really stressed about making friends and how it would amount to anything in my classes. It took time, but I eventually made friends and had a group I could go to when I felt down or anxious.
Coming to school year was a big change for me because not only did I have to adjust from middle school, I had to adjust to being at a private school as well. Public and private schools are very different and it took a while to understand that. Even though I struggled, everything got easier with time.
Before coming here, I wasn't confident about my English and I was worried about not being able to catch up with the teacher in class, but it turned out that English wasn't that hard for me. My friends and teachers also helped me a lot on gaining confidence about English, and now it's not that hard for me to say.
It's very important to have a strong support system or friend group. Having people in your life that always have your back can give you a sense of security and make people move.
Being near an ocean can give you a deep sense of connection and understanding, just like a friend can do for you. Anne Danish once said while comparing friendships to the ocean, I believe that our relationships are like the ocean, always changing, always different, and constantly in motion.
A healthy balance is having the ability to stay in touch with your social life, extracurriculars, and your schoolwork. In order to maintain a healthy balance, you must work very hard and stay in touch with yourself.
In order to have a healthy balance, you must have a growth mindset and ability to persevere through tough times.
Coming to a new school in a new state, at first it was hard to balance everything along with adjusting to a new environment in school. In the first month, I learned I needed a healthy balance of everything. Finding this balance has helped me succeed in many different aspects of my life.
My advice for anyone going to someplace new, whether it's a sports team, a new school, or a job, is to find someone who you're comfortable talking to, that you can reach out to or ask questions. This will let you be more confident and ready to join a new community.
Remember that life is like a wave. Everyone rises and falls, gets taken off course, and faces barriers, but that is a part of life that everybody experiences. If we work together, the wave can grow bigger, and we can eventually reach shore.
I would like to end with a quote, "We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails," by Dolly Parton. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, we are going to talk about teacher and student interactions by Fiona, Bella, Chris, Leo, and Mitchell. What are some times we interact with our teachers? In class, as our coaches, during our personal lives, during weekend activities around campus.
Now these are how these interactions have benefited us. So some of these include study habits, time management, managing stress, and gaining knowledge. Study habits have helped by meeting teachers during exams just to learn more and study overall. And boarding students can get help during study hall. And time management, they've given us good habits, advice, and with managing stress, they've provided a supporting environment, guided us, and promoted positive connections and interactions with fellow peers and staff. And we have gained knowledge not only in class, but also overall just in the environment here.
So how has this shaped our school as a whole? These are three ways that has affected our school. First, contributed to our view and opinions of the classes. It can be really hard not knowing what is like in class. Also, connecting with teachers can make exploring a new school easier. Second, communication with everyone at school. It can be difficult to getting to know everyone at school. Also, having someone more mature to go to and ask for help is easier when you try to make new friends. Last but not least, building strong relationships in and outside of community. Almost everyone at CA has a trusted adult they can talk to, and you can see teachers and students together outside of classes too.
So we decided to do interviews on teachers. So some questions that we had were, how has being a teacher changed your opinion on student interactions? How does being a teacher at CA contribute to both your personal and academic lives? And what are some interactions with students that you really enjoyed? Some specific answers that we got were having more positive interactions with students are more important than they originally thought, and that being a teacher at CA means having a plan to your personal life a little bit. Overall, working with students in a small group can help them get better at understanding the kids, and interacting with them makes a more positive outcome in the classroom.
So we decided to also interview some students as well. Some questions we asked them were, how does being a part of the CA community affect your personal and academic lives? Have you made any strong connections with teachers here on campus? And how does teacher interactions compare to your old school? And what about teachers made you feel welcome and wanted? Some specific answers that we got that I chose to highlight were they are very understanding about lives outside of school, and it was refreshing to know that they don't expect your whole life to revolve around academics. Overall, students are very comfortable at CA. They prefer this school but rather than their old schools, and most of them have already made a trusted adult here on campus. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. We are Group 9, and our group members are Hope, Samara, Delilah, Marcus, Joe, Andy, and Ethan. And today we're going to talk about our gingerbread house. How to connect building a gingerbread house to our own experience.
Starting high school and building a gingerbread house may seem like two completely different activities, but they actually share surprising similarities. Both experiences start from scratch to create something meaningful. By exploring these connections, we can see how starting high school and building a gingerbread house reflect on the shared idea of growth and creation.
Building a gingerbread house and building up confidence are basically the same thing. You need a steady base and a lot of building blocks. And those building blocks at Cheshire Academy are sports, friends, afternoon activities, and good study habits.
Step 1. How to build a foundation. Anxious feelings are normal when transitioning into a new environment, especially one like high school. There are activities that can introduce you to new experiences and meeting new people. Joining clubs, sports teams, and engaging in community weekend are all steps to making friends and our version of building a gingerbread house. In order to maintain a foundation in school, you have to keep an open mind and stay engaged in all your classes. Time management is a huge part of this, and prioritizing your schoolwork can help with this. Creating strong relationships with your classmates, teammates, and teachers is a key part of building your foundation here at CA.
Step 3 is the decorations. Be yourself, express yourself in creative ways. Find your passions by trying new activities and make new friends.
Like mentioned before, starting high school is scary. Not knowing anyone could be intimidating and can cause you to be shy and timid. But here at CA, everyone is welcome and a great place to create memories. Thank you for listening.
This is the CA Circus. The performers are Ariana, Soraya, Simone, Jovan, Brady, Atreyu, and Jonathan. Throughout our first semester here at Cheshire Academy, we have each had very different ways of adjusting and adapting to the new environment. This has made our experiences very similar to those of performers in a circus, but us all have to change and have to fit our roles as both entertainers and students. As a result, today, we intend to tell you what two performers we can most relate our first semester at Cheshire Academy to, and what similarities may connect us.
I relate myself most to a trapeze artist, firstly because of the unique skill set that's required. Trapeze artists need things like balance and strength. Meanwhile, I've needed time management and cooperation. But despite that, in both cases, the skills are really important in everyday life, and they'll continue to be important in our future. Secondly, you need to act with purpose. If you don't know your next move on the trapeze, you're going to lose momentum and end up stuck. At CA, I need to set goals in order to progress with purpose and know where to move next. Lastly, courage, which is arguably one of the most important things for both jobs. Trapeze artists need to put themselves in the center of a circus and perform something really difficult, often without safety precautions, which is really similar to the way that I've needed to place myself in a new environment, take risks, and try new things, as if I were being put in the center of the circus myself.
I connect to a tightrope walker because this semester I had to balance my school and social life. Learning time management was really helpful for me this semester. I also had to adjust to a new schedule that I wasn't used to, but over time, I figured it out.
I've connected my experience at CA to a cannonball because like a cannonball is launched on stage. I feel like I've been launched into a new experience with different people, different places, and new things. And this has taught me how to adapt to new situations and thrive in a new environment.
I relate my experiences as a magician. As a magician, they have to work hard and have patience to create a new and amazing new magic. Same as a student, they have to work hard to gain more knowledge and get a better grade. And as a magician, they have to explore the unknown and don't fear the challenges to make the magic better, just like students. And a magician requires imagination and creativity, same as a high school student.
So unfortunately, I don't relate to a contortionist because I can't stretch, but as a student, I do, because as a student, you need to learn to be flexible. So going into a new community, you learn that it's going to be hard and things are going to be different than you're used to, but you have to be flexible and things will work. Also, school will stretch you. So even though it can be hard, you will get through it. And then also, the more you stretch, the more you can do. So if the harder you work at things, the easier it'll be when you have to perform. So for example, taking a test, the more you study for it, the easier it'll be when you have to do it.
My name is Joe Bond, and I can most relate to a juggler. One way that we can relate to each other is that we both must be balanced. Similar to how a juggler must be able to constantly balance multiple balls at once, I've had to balance sleep, sports, socializing time, and academics to be a good student, athlete, and friend. We must both also have a willingness to adapt. Just like a juggler must be able to adjust mid-performance to entertain the crowd, whether that may be by juggling in between the legs, behind their back, or anything of the such, I've had to constantly adjust my way of doing schoolwork to keep up with my classes. I've had to prioritize some assignments over the other, procrastinate less, and do whatever it takes to do my job as a student. Finally, we must both be able to multitask. Just like how a juggler must be able to juggle while riding a unicycle, walking, and doing other unique tricks, I've had to do multiple assignments at once, such as essays, math tests, and studying in order to complete them all. As a result of all these similarities, I believe I can most relate in my first semester to a juggler.
Hello, I'm Jonathan. I'm the clown because I'm always light-hearted, organized, and I'm always fitting into small places. I'm the clown because I'm light-hearted because no matter what happens, even if I get a bad grade on a test, I can always stay happy. I'm also organized like a clown because a clown has to be organized and ready to perform, such as in school when you have to be organized and ready for tests. I'm also good at fitting in small situations, such as fitting homework or tests into a small school schedule.
Overall, our first semester here at Cheshire Academy has been filled with new experiences and adjustments. Just like the circus, we have adapted together and hope to continue to at our future students. And this is a collage of all the memories we've made so far, and we hope to make many more in the future. Thank you for listening.
Okay, that concludes our 9th grade presentations. Don't ninth graders. I think that if all the ninth graders could stand, so everybody could give them another round of applause. I just want to thank everyone again for joining us this evening. It's not easy for them to get up here and to present to you, and I think they did a fantastic job. We hope that you will join us for some refreshments in the lobby, and if anyone besides the ninth graders wants to eat anything, you should go now before they go. Thank you so much, and have a great night.